got so much energy this morning. I got up and I was like, and I had so many things in my head and I wrote so much stuff down and there's no way we're going to be able to do it all, but we shall try. Anyways. Morning, Alice, Kat. Right, let's get going. Let's just have a moment. Today's Friday. Let's just have a jump up and down on the spot, get into our body. Just let everything, as you jump up and down, let everything just move as a reaction to your jumping. So let's bring some life into our arms, into our hands, maybe into the areas of our body that we don't always necessarily think about if we're being physical. So let's really think about our knuckles, right? Bring some attention there. Bring maybe into our nose. Maybe move your ears a bit. Little cat this morning. Did anybody see that cat lawyer video? I love it. I can't stop watching it. Let's grab a ball and let's start throwing that ball back and forth. So today's Friday. Reflection day for the week. We started on Monday. This week's about choices. It's about chances and it's about changes. We've dug into a few areas and we're just going to kind of briefly touch on everything that we've done this week. So let's start off with a little bit of gratitude and let's build up a bit of energy. So what I want you to do this morning, I want you to go from this position here with your ball and then I want you to just widen those arms to shoulder width and then come back. Okay, and just keep opening and closing those arms as we do this. Think about this as a gate that's opening and closing and opening and closing. And the more it opens, the more we can let in, the more we can be thankful for. And the more it closes, remember we can open it again. I'm just going to let Ben in. Okay, so let's close our eyes. This morning, what we're going to do as we do this, opening back and forth, is we're going to write ourselves a little mental note of gratitude. So it's a letter. It's a letter to ourselves or it's a letter to somebody else. And what I want you to do is I want you to start it off as dear whoever, whoever. And then I just want you to write a little mental letter to whoever that person is or yourself, just to thank them or thank yourself or thank whatever for whatever you're feeling right now, whatever your gratitude feeling thing is. Okay, so let's just take a couple of minutes as we do that. Let's take a deep breath in. And then out. Try and hear your breath as you breathe out. Remember, keep opening those arms and closing them again. Take another deep breath in. Check into your space, your body. And just continue running that mental letter through your mind. And breathe out with a smile on your face. Okay, let's take a deep breath in. We're going to bring that smile into our tummy this morning. We're going to keep running that letter over in our mind. And then as you breathe out, what I want you to do is I want you to imagine there's a big string on each side of your tummy that's pulling it into this smile. Feel that down there and breathe out. And what I want you to do is I want you to take your ball behind your back and I want you to do a one, the same thing, but just behind your back. And what we're going to do is we're going to sign that letter now. But what we're going to do is we're going to visualize our signature on our tummy. All right. And I'm doing this because I think when I visualized that this morning, it made me feel something here. So keep that ball just going like this, right behind your back, and just sign your tummy, sign it, dig in as hard as you can and try and feel it there. Just take a breath in and let's just generate some grateful feelings in that tummy with a smile. And let's bring that ball into a circle around us. So we're not passing it, but we're throwing it across. We bring it back around and then we throw it across. So let's just do that and just reflect on this week. Think about what's happened. Think about anything that's been at the forefront of your mind this week. And recognize right now in the next 15 minutes as a moment of gratitude for everything that has come into your life this week. Okay, what I want you to do is I want you to bend your arm. I want you to put your ball on your arm. Okay, what I want you to do is I want you to do this a few times. We're going to do it on both sides. What we're going to do is we're just going to open our hand and grab our ball. Okay, and what I want you to do is I want you to throw your ball up and try and catch it back on that arm. But keep this other hand ready to just be a little bit of a backup plan. So let's get it on the elbow, drop, catch, throw it up, and then try and land it right back on there. Okay. The landing bit's the hard bit. Let's do it 3 times on each side. Find the rhythm. Down. Oh, there we go. If we drop it, it's just a drop ball. Down, up, and then land. You can use that hand to kind of assist you if you need to, because especially if you've got a ball that's not squishy, it's going to be tricky. So let's do that same thing on the other side, just to get a bit of movement into our arms. Make a choice to do something different this morning. Up, down, and then try and land it back on. Use that assistant if you need to. 3 times. Up. Right. Grab yourself a second ball. Okay, let's start here. We're going to do this, what we did yesterday. I had a conversation with Raquel. Raquel's in here somewhere. There she is. About this particular exercise that we did yesterday, and it kind of opened my mind a little bit. I don't know why I was enjoying it and why I thought this process of starting here and moving forward. I don't know, it made me feel something, but then I spoke to Raquel. So what we're going to do is we can either do here a 3-1, up to you, or a 3-3. Okay, 3-3 is like this, a 3-1. Go with whatever feels comfortable for you. I want you to be able to do it here. I want you to be able to do it in the kind of mid space here. And I want you to be able to do it with stretched arms out. So you are not allowed to bend those arms. Okay, there is no bend there. Okay, it's only wrists and fingers you can use to kind of manipulate those balls. So this might be a little bit easier if you're starting out. This might be a bit trickier. But either way, let's go with that. So what we're going to do is we're going to start here. And we're just going to think about this as kind of the things that are inside our head, the things that we hold really close, maybe the worries that we have. Okay? And recognize that this is a little bit trickier than this space here, than this space. So what I want you to do is I want you to work between that mid space and that close space. What's important is you find that rhythm. So imagine there's a beat, bum, bum, bum. Find that rhythm of the juggling and don't let that stop, but bring it closer to you and further away. And now let's do that same thing, but let's stretch our arms out. So I'm going to stand this way so it's easier. I'm not allowed to bend my arms. I'm throw, throw, catch, catching. Throw, throw, catch, catch. So alternate which hands that you're starting with. And go in both directions if you're working on that cycle, okay? And what I want you to do in your own time is I just want you to flick between these spaces, the space in which we kind of hold really close to us, our space, a step further out where we might feel a little bit more comfortable, where we interact with people on a day-to-day basis, and then this outside of our comfort zone, which is so far away, where there's really no flexibility, and sometimes we might feel that like, it's rigid. It's outside. It's over there. It's somewhere. It's maybe somewhere where we want to get to. And I just want you to, as you do this, just feel the difference really between those three spaces. And I'm going to just reflect on what Raquel said to me yesterday about this exercise, and I really enjoyed what she said. She said it's really hard to control when you hold on to things too closely. And it's really tricky when it's so far away and there's no flexibility there, and we find it hard to adapt. But somewhere in between here and here is a really comfortable space. And that's quite a natural thing, right? We don't really think about it. As we learn to juggle, we throw up in every direction and it just goes wherever it goes. But after a while, it starts to become consistent. And our arms generally tend to find a natural flow. And I think that's maybe a topic, I guess, or something to dig into next week. I think there's something in that and this. So just reflect on that. Let's just take a couple of deep breaths in, whether you're working on your 3-3 or your 3-1, whatever you're doing. Let's just take a breath in and a breath out and just reflect on what that means for you. Is there anything that you might be holding on to right now that's causing a blockage or standing in your way? Or I know me right now, I've got so many things that are going through my head. I need to do this and this and this and this and this and this, and I've not got time to do them all. And I'm like, outstretched here, trying to balance it all out. And I just need to kind of find that balance somewhere in between. Guys, grab 3 balls or 3 socks. We're going to make a choice to throw them all up at the same time. We're going to take a chance to catch them. And what I want you to do, instead of thinking what you're going to think when you catch them, I want you to instantly shoot your brain to that thought of gratitude, that letter that you did earlier on. Okay, just that space in your mind. Okay, so after 3, we're going to do these 3 times. We're going to make a choice to throw them. We're going to chance catching them all. Whatever happens, whether you drop them or catch them, don't think about that. Think about that gratitude. 3, 2, 1, throw. Take a breath in, reflect on that same thing again. 3, 2, 1, throw. Take that breath in, reflect on that gratitude. 3, 2, 1, throw. And then let's just take it back to this space. Really close, really far away. And then somewhere in between, try and move them. Start here, move them forward, move them back. So when you're juggling, you're working on various planes here. Maybe think about this as maybe goals. We're going to step onto habits in a second. Actually, that's a perfect time to step onto habits. So what I want you to do is I want you to go to 4-4 now. So we've got 2 balls and we're going 4-4. And we're just going to reflect on what we've spoke about over the last 6 weeks. For those that are just joining us, I think, Raquel, you've not been here too long, and Alice and Kat as well. About 6 weeks ago, we started we started thinking about a habit, a positive habit and a negative habit that we've got. So what I want you to do now is I want you to look at one of these balls and think about one, identify one that is a positive habit that you want to bring into your life. Okay, so for me, it's going to be in my right hand. And you're just going to throw that. And as you do this, I want you to think about that. You might not be able to think right now on the spot, but maybe it's something you can go away today with. For those that have been here a while, we know what that is. And we've not really spoke about it in the last week, but reflect on how many times maybe you've thought about it in your own space. So this is something positive, something we want to bring into our life. Our goal here is to get to Thursday, the 18th of March. That's our 66-day point. Okay, so we're working off the theory again as a reminder that it takes 66 days to continually thinking about it every day to bring it into our life. Let's think about the opposite of that. So we've all got habits that maybe we do subconsciously that we want to take away from our life or take out of our life or get out of that bad habit. Let's use that second ball. So let's recognize that now as something that we want to take away from our life. Take away, that sounds quite a sharp statement. I don't quite like that. Something, a bad habit that we have that we want to get out of the habit of doing. Okay, so something, and then just reflect on that. Think about it today if you've not got it in your head. We spoke about how maybe one can help the other, bringing one in can take the other away. So let's just do that for a second. Let's 4-4. And then let's come to 3-3, 4-4. Let's mix them up a little bit. Okay, every day we've got so many things that jump into our mind. Okay, so at some point over the next 30 seconds, what I want you to do is I want you to grab a third ball. Okay, don't do it right now. Listen to me first. I want you to grab a third ball, and that third ball is going to be our feelings ball, which we're going to bring into our left hand today, and it's going to sit there for the rest of the session. Just come back to either your 3-3, 4-4, reflecting on those habits. Okay, so let's come right on back. That feeling ball is now going to be introduced to this equation. It's going to be something that's always there, and it's going to sit there for the next 10 minutes. So 3-3, 4-4. So if you want the option here to grab a fourth ball to do either a cascade, no, actually, forget that. What I want you to do is I want you to grab a fourth pair of socks or a fourth ball. I'm going to overload you here a little bit for those non-jugglers, but for the jugglers, you'll get me. Okay, so we've got our feeling ball in our left hand, and we've got another ball in our right hand that are just silent for now. And all we're going to do is 4-4. What we're going to do is the silent ball that's in our right hand is we're going to try and get rid of somewhere. It doesn't matter where it goes. I want you to get rid of it in between this space. So whenever your ball flies up, get rid of that ball, but try not to let it affect you. See that as a negative thought. Okay, if you drop them, don't worry, pick them right back up, and we should be here now. So we should have two balls, our positive habit ball and our negative habit ball, and then our feeling ball that's silent in the hand. Okay, what I want you to try and do is when both balls are in the air, is throw that feeling ball into a 1. Okay, so we're working off this 4-4-1, Rian, that you taught me. Okay, 4-4-1, throw it across, but don't continue to juggle that rhythm. So I'm going to do it slow. So we've got a 4-4, and then we throw that 1 over. 4-4-1, 4-4-1. Okay, so you can do that independently. Rian, I'm sure you can. Rian, can you just juggle that 4-4-1 for me as a normal side swap with, that's it, 3 balls? Yeah, that's right. I was getting it right then. Perfect. So we've got a 4-4, our positive and our negative ball. And what I want you to do is I want you to throw that 1 across. For now, keep that feeling ball as your 1. So all we're doing is we're cycling 4-4-1, catch, 4-4-1, reflect, 4-4-1, reflect. So think about these positive habits, these negative habits that we want to bring in, that we want to take away, and throw that 1 across. The point really here, guys, is about just recognizing all of these things together. We've got so many things that go through our day, so many things that come to us in our day. And we don't always have time to kind of think about our feelings in this matter that are always happening underneath here. So as I kind of give you more things to think about each day, about habits and goals and this and that, you know, you'll take a tiny bit away and it will resonate with you for the day. So if you're going to take anything away from this here, take those feelings away. And what I want you to do for the weekend is I want you to take that feeling ball and stick it, keep going, keep juggling. I want you to stick it somewhere in your space, somewhere in your house, maybe your bathroom, your bedroom, wherever. So every time you look at that ball, you can just pick it up, throw it back and forth 3 or 4 times and just check in with how you feel and put it right back down again. Make sure it's visible. So we're going to finish off with 1 ball. We are going to open our arms as wide as we can. What we are going to do is we're going to do a 3 and we're going to throw it over here to this hand. We are not allowed to bend our arms, okay? So you've got just your wrists and your fingers to aim the ball. You can move your arms left to right to catch the ball, but you are not allowed to bend them, okay? I want you to see this ball as your habit, that thought habit. We're trying to get here to 66 days, okay? This is the start, this is the end, okay? We're trying to get to the Thursday, the 18th of March. Tomorrow is our halfway point. So as soon as that ball hits there, that's tomorrow, okay? And then what we've got is just the other way. So let's just try that a couple of times. Let's take a deep breath in, throw it across, and see if we can catch it. You are not allowed to move your feet. You have to stand on one spot. Okay, let's try that a few times. Open, throw it across. Oh, nearly that time. And once you've finished that final attempt, stick that ball on your head. I'm going to give you a few things to do this morning. I want you to stand on one leg. I want you to shimmy your way to find another ball. If it's on the floor, you're going to have to bend down for this. Keep that ball on your head, that sock on your head. Find another ball, add it on top. Okay, so right now we've got a feeling ball on our head and a gratitude ball on our head. So what we're going to do is we're going to close our eyes and we're just going to let them drop off into our hands. Give them a squeeze. You got 2 balls. Your feeling ball is coming with you for the weekend. So we will see this again on Monday, but you will see it more than I will because I've got my ball. Hope you have a lovely weekend and I shall see you on Monday. Cheers, guys. Hi, Shuggy.
Bye.
Bye, mate.
Ben, can we see the panda head?
Oh, yes, please.
You gotta look.
Look at his hairstyle today.
Look. Cool. Oh, he's gone now, Ben.
Oh, God.
You weren't that excited.
Oh, he's come back.
That's for me, that is. Oh. Also, I hacked it. Ben, look at hang it on off the ceiling.
Oh.
Oh.
What's it hooked on? A light?
Catch.
Saves
my
it
light
bending
shape.
down. That one does. You could just have it hanging there the whole time. I love it.
Exactly.
Cheers, guys. Thanks for joining in this morning. Take care.
Love
Have
to
a
see you all
lovely
again.
one.
Happy weekends, people.
Yay, weekend.
Bye.
See you later, guys. Bye.
Thanks, Joe.
No worries. See you later. Cheers for joining in live, guys. So we're not on tomorrow or Sunday, but we are back on Monday. So if you're just joining us, you can head on over to space-plans.com if you want to join Zoom. The status is in the website's in the status, but I shall see you on Monday.